is gone, my heart is full of sorrow. I can't believe how much I've let you down. I dread the pain that waits for me tomorrow, when the sun reveals my broken dreams scattered on the ground. Please forgive me, I need your grace to make it through. All I have is you, I'm at your mercy, and Lord, I will serve you until my dying day, and help others find a way at your mercy. Please forgive me.
Oshio, this is part 2. And as we mentioned in the first part 1, you know, we had a problem here with people, excuse me, with the camera there. You know, we had part 1 where, you know, people, you know, they think that they're good enough and that by their own merits, more or less, they can make it to heaven. And yet these same people don't want to really believe in hell, but they can believe in heaven. You know, it's kind of like, okay. And oh, Jesus is a good man and all this, but yet they're going to heaven, and you know, and you got someone say he was a prophet and all this, but yet they don't. If they, you know, if he was a prophet and such a good man as what he said, why is it that they do not listen to what he said? But let me go on here. Let me read this. All right. Jesus answered and said unto him, Art thou a master of Israel, and knowest not these things? Verily, verily, I say unto thee, we speak that we do know, or what we do know, and testify that we have seen, and ye receive not our witness. If I have told you earthly things, and you believe not, how shall ye believe if I tell you of heavenly things? It's amazing on that, isn't it? Think about the question. Now, you take today, if people sit there and talk about secular things, anything from whatever, you know, science, to the proof that God exists or doesn't exist type things, or they talk about you know, seances and all this, you know, and weird things about UFOs and on and on and on. People will listen and don't tend to have problems with that, but when you start talking about God, the matters of the spirit, the soul, you know, salvation, where are you going from here, you know, and stuff, they don't want to believe it. They can't accept what God says. They don't want to accept Jesus except when it's convenient. They make excuses. But he goes on and says, here it says, and no man has ascended up to heaven, but he that came down from heaven, even the Son of Man which is in heaven. Now either Jesus was a madman, or he was and is who he said he was and is. Okay? It's one of the two. And you who say, well, I believe in Jesus, so I'm a Christian. Confession of the mouth alone, and you know, trying to conceive it in your own mind, mind alone, does not guarantee you nothing. You you read, but you don't understand. But if you listen, okay, and it goes on and says, and as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up. that whosoever believeth in him, talking about Jesus himself, whoever believes in the Son of God, alright, whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. You know, people will read certain things and stop and never finish. You gotta read it all and think. Think about what was said and who said it. The excuses we can make. I will do part 3. This is the end of part 2. Shalom, and I hope.
But I read in the Bible that old story, yeah, how he pled for my forgiveness when he was dying on a tree. Please forgive me. I need your grace to make